Hey fans, welcome to beautiful Campbell's Field for tonight's Atlantic League matchup between the Long Island Ducks and your Camden Riversharks. Tonight is Dollar Tuesday at the stadium, and that means dollar hot dogs, chips, soda, churros, popcorn, and more throughout the game. Plus, domestic drafts for just $1 from now until 8:30. We'll also be holding our first annual cornhole tournament during tonight's game around 7 p.m. If you'd like to sign up, please head to the cornhole sets located along the first base side of the main concourse. Once again, if you would like to sign up for our first annual cornhole tournament, please enter at the first base side at the end of the concourse. You can win prizes such as cash, custom cornhole sets, Riversharks drill sets, and many other great surprises.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to go ahead and set tonight's starting lineups. Get your scorecards ready. First, tonight's starting lineup for the visiting Long Island Ducks. Leading off, right fielder number 22, Prolong Lantini. Batting second, the center fielder number 5, Delta Cleary Jr. Batting third, shortstop number 12, Dan Lyons. Batting fourth, designated hitter number 50, Randy Ruiz. Batting fifth, first baseman number 25, Sean Burrows. Batting sixth, catcher number 39, Nelfi Zabala. Batting seventh, third baseman number 2, Cody Puckett. Batting eighth, second baseman number 11, Elmer Reyes. And batting ninth, the left fielder number 27, Anthony Vega. Doing the pitching tonight for Long Island, number 7, John Brownell. The Long Island Ducks are managed by Kevin Baez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineup for your Camden Riversharks. Leading off, shortstop number 9, Brandon Chavez. Batting second, center fielder number 2, Michael Rocket. Batting third, first baseman number 3, Carlos Guzman. Batting fourth, third baseman number 27, Joe Guzman. Batting fifth, designated hitter number 38, Matt Campbell. Batting sixth, second baseman number 10, Patty Matera. Batting seventh, right fielder number 1, Daniel Rocket. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 34, Mike Kearns. And batting ninth, left fielder number 47, Zach McVeigh. Doing the pitching tonight for your Riversharks, number 14, Bill Murphy. The Riversharks are managed by Chris Woodger. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, right now we direct your attention to our outfield video board. Time now for tonight's injury report. Tonight's injury report is brought to you by NovaCare. NovaCare is the official rehabilitation provider of the Riversharks. Time now to announce tonight's Secante's K-Man from the visiting Long Island Ducks. He is the second baseman, number 11, Elmer Reyes, batting in the 8th position. If Elmer strikes out once tonight, everybody in the stadium gets a free slice of pizza at any of Secante's several South Jersey locations. If Elmer strikes out twice, you all get 2 free slices of pizza. And if he strikes out 3 times, you get a free pizza pie. Just take your ticket stub from tonight's game into any Secante's location. Secante's is a proud partner of the Riversharks, now served on the concourse here at Campbell's Field. Get your slice of Secante's tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Paws, People and Puppies at Work for Sight is a group of volunteer families from Atlantic and Cape May counties which raise and train puppies to become guide dogs for the oldest and largest guide dog agency in the world, the Seeing Eye. The dedicated members of Paws raise these puppies in their homes starting from the age of 7 weeks until the puppies are 14 to 16 months old. At that time, they go on to complete their specialized guide dog training at the Seeing Eye facility located in Morristown, New Jersey. While with their puppy-raising families, the pups are taught basic commands, leash work, and lots of socialization. Any experience outside the home can be turned into a training session for these very special puppies. If you would like to get more information about the Seeing Eye or the puppy-raising program, please visit seeingeye.org. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for the good people here with us tonight representing Paws.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden Riversharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
Live from Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey, you're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the Long Island Ducks take on the Camden Riversharks in Game 1 of a 3-game series. Hello, Ducks fans. Chris Buckley here with you. Thanks so much for tuning in to some Long Island Ducks baseball on your Tuesday night. An absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous evening here in Camden, New Jersey for some baseball. Long Island Ducks and the Camden Riversharks. Again, a 3-game set, the final 3 games between these two teams here in the 2015 regular season. The Long Island Ducks come in at 30-27 in the second half of play, 76-51 overall in 2015, and the Camden Riversharks 23-34 in the second half, 51-76, 25 games under 500 overall on the regular season. And you take a look at the standings, it was a peculiar situation yesterday on Labor Day. Every single team in the Liberty Division, all 4 teams, half the 8 teams in the Atlantic League, losing. So every Freedom Division opponent that the Liberty Division faced yesterday, it was interleague play if you will, the Freedom Division came out on top. So the Liberty Division standings stay exactly the same way as they were going into yesterday's Labor Day games. And the Somerset Patriots continue to lead the Long Island Ducks. They are in first place at 32-25 through 57 games played. The Ducks in second place, 2 games behind the Pats, 5-5 in their last 10 contests. The Bridgeport Bluefish, 5 games back now. The Bluefish have been struggling, just 2-8 in their last 10 contests. And the Camden Riversharks, as they've been for most of the year, in last place through 57 games in the second half, 23-34, 9 games back in the middle of a 4-game losing streak. The Bridgeport Bluefish, in fact, on a 6-game losing streak, and the Ducks on a 1-game losing streak, I suppose you could say. In Somerset, as mentioned, all the teams losing. So everyone in the Liberty Division looking to bounce back tonight. All the other teams will be in action, but as for the Long Island Ducks, we'll take you through what happened yesterday. It was the conclusion of a 4-game series at Bethpage Ballpark with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and the Ducks fell by a final of 3-2. 2 more Ducks hitting home runs in the contest. That actually gives Long Island 6 in their last 2 games, but the 2 solo shots not enough to earn the win. Duck starter Darren Downs, who entered the game with 5 quality starts in his last 6 outings, continued that trend. Another strong performance from the lefty. Again, he had started his Ducks career back in about mid-July, and he struggled through about the first 3 or 4 starts, but over the last 6-7 has really bounced back, the former big leaguer, and been an important part of this late push for a second half title for the Long Island Ducks in the Liberty Division. However, Southern Maryland opening the scoring on Monday afternoon. It was a 1:35 start time at the Duck Pond. They scored 2 runs in the second with a runner at first and 1 out. Casey Frawley would hit a soft liner that was tailing down toward the grass into center field. Delta Cleary Jr. out in center, sliding but unable to handle the ball. It rolls well behind him and allows Jamar Walton to score from first and give the Crabs a 1-0 lead, and the play was officially scored, an RBI triple for Casey Frawley. 3 pitchers later, Anton DeJesus would hit a sacrifice fly to left, putting Southern Maryland in front 2-0. It was not until the 5th that the Ducks were able to actually break through against Blue Crabs starter Darrell Thompson, and Thompson did a very good job, kept the Ducks offense in check throughout the ball game, allowed a solo homer, however, to Cody Puckett in the home half of the 5th. Puckett with his 8-dinger of the year, and then the teams would then trade runs in the 6th and 7th. DeJesus picking up his 2nd RBI in the 6th with a single to right with the bases loaded. That made it 3-1 Crabs. However, in the 7th, Long Island responding. Elmer Reyes with his 2nd home run as a Long Island Duck, his 2nd of the homestand. A low liner that really just made it over the wall in left field. However, the flock unable to crack the scoreboard again. The Blue Crabs with their closer Cody Epley on the mound, earning the save in the 9th to wrap up the 1-run victory. And again, pushing the Long Island Ducks to 30-27 in the second half of play, 5-5 in their last 10 contests. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs went to 22-34 through 56 games in the second half. They are 14.5 games back in the Freedom Division. It is very lopsided in that division. It's pretty much been all Lancaster and York in the second half of play. Lancaster in first place at 37-20. York is in second at 32-24, 4.5 games back, and the Revolution have really played a lot better in the second half of play, but Lancaster's just been that much better that they are 17 games over 500. The defending Atlantic League champions, who did not win the first half in the Freedom Division, now in position to take over and make the postseason once again against Southern Maryland, was the team that won the first half. So 2 very, very different halves for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in that Freedom Division. They are on their way to the postseason, but right now not having a very good second half. Stan Clyburn's team. Darren Downs back to yesterday's ball game falling to 4-5 with the loss. He allows 3 runs on 8 hits in 6 innings of work. It was his 4th straight quality start. His ERA now 3.8, which is well below what it was back on July 30th at a mark of 5.6. So Darren has done a great job over his last 6, 7, even 8 starts to lower that ERA slowly but surely to where it is now to 3.80. Again, 4-5 on the year. And Darryl Thompson for Southern Maryland goes to 6-6 with the win for the Blue Crabs. Well, that was yesterday. Now the beginning of a quick 3-game midweek set here in Camden, New Jersey. Ducks and Riversharks coming up. When we come back, we'll hear from Ducks manager Kevin Baez. Ducks baseball coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Chris Buckley here with you, getting you ready for some Long Island Ducks baseball Tuesday night. Once again, just an absolutely beautiful evening here in Camden, New Jersey. The sun continues to go down out beyond the wall in left field. We have the bridge out in center field. Just an incredible view here in Camden. You have the Philly skyline off to the left as well, with the sun again going down over in that direction. Just a great day for some baseball. September 8th, this season is almost over. And speaking of that, I mentioned that to Kevin Baez. He's the manager of the Long Island Ducks. Here he is, had a chance to talk to him before first pitch of tonight's ball game.
So Kevin, coming off the 7-game homestand, 3 games against Bridgeport, 4 against Southern Maryland. You take 2 of 3 against Bridgeport, split with the Blue Crabs, where at home you're playing very well this year, coming into the series, still won 2 of the 4 games against the Blue Crabs. But overall, just your opening thoughts on the 7 games back at Bethpage Ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, I just, the one game that sticks in my, 2 games actually, the first game against Bridgeport and then yesterday's game against Maryland, where I felt we had a couple of chances, but you know, it is what it is. You know, a decent homestand, and you know, put ourselves in a good situation to go on the road here against Camden, and then we go home for 3, and then the last 7 games on the road. So that's what we're looking at as far as trying to give ourselves some room with those last 7 games against a hot York and a hot Lancaster team.
Obviously, the 3 games against Bridgeport, very important just in terms of the standings and in terms of the postseason. But how about that Southern Maryland series? They get the 16-inning game, you know, 16-14 final. It just seemed like that second series just went on and on forever and ever. Was it tough for you and the guys to really just stay focused on during the 4 games?
No, I don't know about stay focused. It was tough, but just thought that, you know, back-to-back day games, and especially after the first day game where we, you know, both teams scored a lot on the field, a lot. You know, pitchers were taxed. The next day, which was Monday, the Labor Day game, it just seemed like both teams were, I don't know if they were a little fatigued or you know, you credit sometimes the pitcher. You know, sometimes you don't like to do that, but you know, Thompson Downs, he pitched well. Just you know, low-scoring game. Had an opportunity, just couldn't take advantage of it.
Was the bullpen definitely something toward the end of the homestand? It seemed like by that point everyone was just had thrown so much, especially with the 16-14 game. Everyone was just so overused at that point.
Exactly. The key word, like you just said, overused, and you know, some guys came in, you know, said they could go, but you could see, you know, they didn't have the zip or the sharpness of the breaking ball, the command. So I mean, that's what you try to manage later in the season, where, you know, you're trying to give guys some rest and push themselves towards the end. But so hopefully we get a good outing by Brownie today and give our bullpen a rest.
I'm just about to bring him up. Speaking of John Brownell, he's having another great year, leading the league in wins with 11 strikeouts. He's on pace to have a career high for a season in strikeouts, actually leading the Atlantic League in strikeouts. What have you seen? I mean, just another great year, really, from a guy that it seems like every year you're just going to get a really strong effort day in, day out, no matter what. Just what have you seen from him? And again, what do you need from him moving forward?
We need Brownie to be Brownie, basically. You know what? He's come to this league and just impressed since day one, and is a big game pitcher and wants the ball, doesn't want to give up the ball. So he's a guy that you like to have on your team, that leads by example, and you want guys to look at him and say, hey, look at Brownie, go after it, and the way he goes about it. He's a good guy, good teammate. But once game starts and his game is pitching that day, he's focused and he's ready to go. So it's good to have.
Final question. Obviously, the final stretch here. Last couple games, the season just flew by like in the blink of an eye. It seems like it just started. But we're getting closer to the postseason. Bridgeport has slipped a bit in the standings. You guys are 2 games out. Actually, everyone in the Liberty Division lost yesterday, which is weird. But in terms of the standings, same thing as we were going into Labor Day. Same exact thing. 2 games out of Somerset. Obviously, the goal is to win the division. But it seems like right now, in position to make the postseason as of right now. Again, you're not going to play Bridgeport again. They're lower in the standings. They're 3 games behind you guys, 5 games out of first place. What's the mantra coming from you to the guys in the locker room right now in these last, little more than 10 games in the regular season?
Yeah, we got, I think, the 13 games left. I mean, basically, the game at hand, and that's what you got to go about. I know it's the old cliche, but it's very true. Today's the most important game of the season, and take it that way. Focus on what you can control. The only thing you can control is what you do today. Don't look what's Bridgeport's doing, Camden or Somerset or anything like that. Focus on today's game.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
You got it, Chris.
Once again, Long Island Ducks manager Kevin Baez. Big thanks to Kevin for speaking with me before the start of tonight's ball game, which is just about to begin, as the Camden Riversharks have taken the field here at Campbell's Field. On the mound for the home team, wearing their white jerseys, white pants, navy blue hat with the Camden C with the shark bite taken out of it on the top of the cap, and the navy blue socks. It is the former Long Island Duck, number 14, southpaw Bill Murphy, who comes in on the year at 6-14 with a 4.71 ERA. 6 feet tall, 190 pounds is Bill Murphy, 34 years old, out of Anaheim, California. Bats left as well as throws left, but obviously in the Atlantic League that does not happen too often, although we have seen actually a couple times over the last couple of weeks where Ducks pitchers have had to hit. Bruce Kern at one point had to hit in a bizarre situation back at Bethpage Ballpark, and I believe it was a similar situation. Yes, it was the Bridgeport Bluefish. David Anderson, their starter, had to pitch and hit as well. Normally not what happens with the designated hitter, so Murphy out on the mound, taking his warm-up pitches right now. Lineup for Kevin Baez's Long Island Ducks. Leading it off is number 22, Falant Lentini. Number 5, Delta Cleary Jr. hits second. Number 12, Dan Lyons, the shortstop, is hitting third. Number 50, Randy Ruiz, the designated hitter, will hit cleanup tonight. Number 25, Sean Burrows, back at first base, hitting fifth. Nelfi Zapata does the catching and will hit 6th. Cody Puckett over at third base, number 2, hitting 7th. Elmer Reyes, number 11, hitting 8th. And number 27, Anthony Vega, the left fielder, hitting 9th. First pitch from Bill Murphy is a fastball, low and in for a ball. And we are underway from Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Thanks so much for tuning in to some Long Island Ducks baseball on your Tuesday night. Murphy's 1-0 fastball's right down the middle for a strike, count even at 1-1. Looks like the official start time exactly at 7:05. Give you the defensive scheme for the Sharks in a moment as Lentini swings and tips that one into the glove of catcher Mike Kearns, number 34, who does the catching for Bill Murphy tonight. Managed by Chris Widger, the Camden Riversharks. Joel Guzman, number 27, is over at third base. Carlos Guzman, no relation, is over at first base, number 3. Having a good year offensively, both Guzmans. Here's the 1-2 for Murphy, and Lentini hits one to the left side. Fielded on the backhand by the shortstop, Brandon Chavez. Long throw to first is just in time to retire Lentini by about a half a step. Lentini had jumped for the bag when the ball came into the glove of Carlos Guzman, 1 away. So Falant down 6-3, 1 away for Delta Cleary Jr. Brandon Chavez, as just mentioned, is over at shortstop. Number 10, Patty Matera, is at second base. Zach McPhee, number 47, out in left field. Michael Rocket is in center, and brother Daniel Rocket, is over in right field. Number 1, Daniel Rocket. Number 2, Michael Rocket. As Cleary Jr. hits this one off the end of the bat, a flare into right field, a diving effort by Daniel Rocket. Did he make the grab? He did. What a catch by Daniel Rocket. Cleary Jr. swings the first pitch he sees. It looked like Rocket might have rolled on his wrist for a moment. He had to sit up and regain his composure. That is some grab for the second out. Good piece of hitting by Delta as well. But there are 2 away. First base umpire Frank Urilli making the signal. So 1 pitch to Cleary Jr., and he's back to the dugout. Gets robbed of a base hit. So here's Dan Lyons, the Long Island Ducks shortstop, hitting third. Dan just continues to have an incredible year offensively. First pitch from Murphy is a fastball low and away. Dan had squared to bunt, but pulled it back well in time. So 2 outs, no one on. Randy Ruiz, the DH, is on deck for the Ducks. Murphy's 1-0 fastball, tails away as well, so the 2-0 count. Lyons and Cleary Jr. Obviously Delta hitting second and Lyons hitting third here tonight, as they have for a while now. Right next to each other, among the league leaders in hitting. As Dan hits this one high in the air, right field side, easily playable for Daniel Rocket. Settles under it, and now takes a quick step to the right, and he reaches up and makes the grab to retire the side. So back-to-back balls off the bats of Long Island hitters to Daniel Rocket out in right field. And Bill Murphy has a quick 1-2-3 frame to start us off here at Campbell's Field. So we go to the bottom of the first. Long Island does not put up a run in the top of this inning, and the Camden Riversharks will bat when we return.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks' official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, Nicoloc Pavers, pave your way.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trout Town Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
Well, the Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quackerjack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union, serving members since 1916. The ace, John Brownell, taking his warm-up pitches right now with battery mate Nelfi Zapata. Number 7 gets the start tonight for Long Island as the push for a second-half title continues. About 13 more games left for this Flock team in the 2015 regular season. Again, the Bridgeport Bluefish in third place, 5 games back of first, 3 games behind the Ducks in second place. Pretty much as long as Bridgeport does not win or tie with Somerset for first place, the Long Island Ducks will be on their way to the postseason, as Long Island has the best overall record amongst any of the other teams in the league or the Liberty Division. So Brandon Chavez will lead things off offensively for the Camden Riversharks here, hitting .262 on the year with 4 homers and 33 runs batted in. Brownell's first pitch to the lefty-hitting Chavez here is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Chavez is a switch hitter, so obviously John the right-hander. Chavez will hit from the left side. Talk more about Brownell's numbers in a moment. Has the sign from Zapata, who again sets up on the inside part of the plate. There's a fastball. Again, hits the spot on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. So John comes into this game having yet another great year, on pace for a career high in strikeouts at this point. Here's the 0-2. Fastball up and away for a ball, 1-2. So two of the league's top 3 strikeout leaders actually going at it in this opener, with Bill Murphy on the mound for Camden and Brownell, who leads the league in strikeouts. Into the windup, the 1-2. Curveball is hit out into center field. Delta Cleary Jr. sprints over, but it will fall in front of him for a base hit into the right center field gap. And there's the first hit of the ball game for either side. A bloop single for Brandon Chavez. So 1-2 pitch, and Chavez just throws the bat head out there and gets himself aboard. The batter will be Michael Rocket, center fielder. But John comes in at 11-4 with a 3.23 earned run average in 23 starts, so his 24th outing of the year here. Rocket squaring the bunt here, pulls it back, and the fastball is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Rocket hitting .274 with 2 homers and 36 RBIs. He has scored 55 runs, hitting from the right side. But John, again, with his 24th start, he's pitched 156 innings, and he's given up 62 runs, 56 earned on 133 hits. He's walked 41 and struck out 126, as this one is lined out to Lentini in right field, but he has it played perfectly, takes about 3 steps back and makes the grab for the first out. So Rocket lines out to right field, and here's Carlos Guzman, who has the highest average on this Riversharks team at .286. 8 homers, 69 runs batted in. That leads the team, RBIs. 47 runs, 45 walks, 22 stolen bases. He is a dangerous hitter. Guzman hits from the left side, is not a switch hitter. Chavez off the bag at first base. Burrows holds him on there. Brownell's first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. So again, defensively for Long Island, Puckett over at third, Lyons at short. Reyes is the second baseman. Sean Burrows back at first base. Zapata does the catching. Vega's out in left, Cleary Jr. in center, and Lentini, as you just heard, is out in right field. So 1 away, the 0-1 fastball is on the outside corner. Take it for a strike, and Brownell has been pounding the inside and outside corners to every batter so far. Ahead 0-2, but those 126 strikeouts are a league high, and Bill Murphy is third in the league with 110. The 0-2 from Brownell is a fastball, low and away. Pops out of Zapata's glove, but doesn't roll too far. Just picks it up and fires it back. Well, the runner at first, Chavez, had a 1-2 count, and he dropped a single into shallow right center. Same exact situation here. Brownell got ahead 0-2, threw a ball, and now the count is 1-2 to Carlos Guzman. Brownell set at the belt. Chavez off the bag at first base. Brownell checks on him, not going. The pitch. Fastball just off the outside edge, very close. Call the ball, 2-2. Fred DeJesus is the home plate umpire. Frank Urilli over at first, and Silvio Martinez Jr. is our third base umpire this evening. It is quite humid. It is gorgeous out overall, just in terms of the weather, but it is pretty humid here in Camden, New Jersey. Very hot. The 2-2. Swing and tipped into the glove of Nelfi Zapata, strike 3. John Brownell has his first strikeout of the ball game, and there are 2 outs in this bottom of the first inning. Great curveball from John Brownell. Make it 127. So here's Joel Guzman, hitting .258 with 11 homers and 67 runs batted in. Brownell coming into this year with a career high in strikeouts for 1 year of 133, which he set in 2013 while with Long Island. In his second year, this is his 4th year. First pitch to Guzman is a fastball low. Take it for a ball, 1-0. So he made just 3 starts and 4 appearances when he first joined the Ducks in the middle of 2012. Ended the year 2-2 with just 15 strikeouts. So that obviously wasn't a full year. But 2013, his first full year, 133 strikeouts. Last year, he had 130, as there's a curveball off the outside edge for a ball, 2-0. So 133 in 2013, championship year. And then last year, the Ducks did not make the postseason, but 130 strikeouts for Brownell in 202 innings. He had 133 the year before in just 166 1/3. 2-0 fastball on the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. But again, at 127, after Carlos Guzman goes down swinging for the second out of this inning. So 6 more strikeouts, and that's certainly feasible for John to get tonight. And he will tie his career high for strikeouts in 1 year. Not just in a Ducks uniform, but in his career. 2-1 curveball, low and away, 3-1. John originally drafted in the 27th round of the 06 MLB Amateur Draft by the Philadelphia Phillies, who play very close to where we are right now in New Jersey, but we can see Philadelphia from where we sit. It'll be a 3-1 from Brownell. Has the sign, he kicks and fires. Fastball inside part of the plate, and Guzman fights it off. It goes to the screen behind home, loads the count. 3-2. 2 away. Chavez should be running off the bag at first base. It'll be Matt Gamble following Joel Guzman. He's hitting 5th, the former Somerset Patriot. Patty Matera, the second baseman, will hit 6th. Daniel Rocket hits 7th. Kearns hits 8th. And Zach McPhee rounds out the starting 9 in the lineup for Chris Widger's team. So here comes the 3-2. Chavez runs off the bag, and there's a fastball just low and away off the outside corner for ball 4. So there's the first walk issued by Brownell. Chavez will move up 90 feet to second.
Designated hitter number 38, Matt Gamble.
So here's Matt Gamble. On the year, between Somerset and Camden, has not been with the Sharks for very long. In fact, he has only been here for 5 games. Does have 1 home run while with the Sharks, but altogether in 2015, former big leaguer hitting 199 with 8 homers, 36 RBIs, 28 runs, 18 walks, and 1 stolen base. Hits from the left side, 2 away, first and second for Camden, no score, bottom of the first. Brownell's fastball is inside for a ball, 1-0. Gamble has struck out 90 times this year in 291 at-bats. The 1-0 is ripped right side and through for a base hit. Lantini will charge in and field it. Here comes the throw from right field. The runner coming in. Chavez will slide in safely and touch home plate to give the Camden Riversharks a 1-0 lead. It's an RBI single for Matt Gamble, his 37th run batted in of the year, and Camden gets on the board quickly here on Tuesday night. 1-0 Sharks. Chavez scoring from second on the play. Joel Guzman went first to third. Brendan Chavez scores his 50th run of the year. So here's Patty Matera hitting .246, the second baseman, with 4 homers, 33 RBIs, and 36 runs scored. Force at second for Long Island if necessary. Fastball from Brownell is on the inside corner to the righty, hitting Matera for a strike, 0-1. Well, last time out, Brownell, on September 3rd at home against the Bluefish, had one of his best outings of the year. This one is chopped to Dan Lines at short. The throw to Ray is at second, who covers, and they retire Gamble there for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the fielder's choice goes 6-4. And Daniel Rocket is left in the on-deck circle. However, the Camden Riversharks jump out to a quick 1-0 lead. RBI single for Matt Gamble in the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. No Long Island errors and a pair left on base. We are through 1 full frame from Campbell's Field, and we go to the top of the second. It's the Sharks 1, Ducks 0.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks trailing the Camden Riversharks, top of the second inning, 1-0. RBI single by Matt Gamble in the home half of the opening frame. Randy Ruiz, the batter for the Long Island Ducks here against Bill Murphy, the southpaw who worked a 1-2-3 frame to start this ball game. Randy hitting .338 on the year, hit his 9th home run of the season the other day, and he rips this one into the left center field gap. That will roll all the way to the wall. Randy hustling as best he can around first base. He rounds the bag, and he will easily jog into second base with a double. Stands there, and the Ducks are in business here. The tying run in the form of Randy Ruiz for Sean Burrows, the new batter.
First baseman number 25.
First hit of the contest for Long Island. And now we take a quick look at the injury report, health report. John Griffin still dealing with the hairline fracture of his left hand. No timetable for his return. Blake Davis, his groin injury is still day-to-day. Jose Morales and Eric Komatsu remain on the disabled list at this point. Morales with the hamstring injury, and Komatsu his elbow injury. So there's the Ducks health report, and here's Sean Burrows. Comes in hitting .418 in a Ducks uniform. Fastball low and in, bounces, and it's blocked by Mike Kearns. Burrows on the year between Bridgeport, Long Island, hitting .357. 4 homers, 48 runs batted in. He has scored 30 times, walked 30 times. He's stolen 3 bases. 1-0 count, hits from the left side. Murphy's next pitch is hit out into center field. Ranging over is Michael Rocket. He will get there with plenty of time in the gap, and Ruiz will not be able to tag from second. So Burrows gives it a good ride deep into the gap, but Michael Rocket with speed out there. Both Rockets, the Rocket brothers, live up to their names, and they definitely have some speed, so he tracks it down for the first out. Here's Nelfi Zapata, who hit a 3-run home run the other day when the Ducks, in a wild contest, just an unbelievable game on Sunday, 16-14 was the final. We also had a 16-inning ball game between Southern Maryland and Long Island back at the Duck Pond that the Ducks won 16-14, and in that game, Zapata hitting a 3-run homer. Randy Ruiz hit a 2-run homer in that game. Anthony Vega hit a shot in that game as well. Cody Puckett hit a home run yesterday. He's on deck. All the Ducks getting in on the home run action of late. 6 in the last 2 ball games. Murphy with the count at 1-0. Ruiz with a big lead off of second base. Murphy set at the bell, but no one holding Ruiz on. Next pitch looks like a changeup that hits the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. A lot of Ducks had big offensive series against Southern Maryland. Zapata hitting his first Long Island home run. Went 3 for 11 overall in the series with 3 RBIs. The homer, a run, was hit by a pitch once. The 1-1 from Murphy is hit right field side, tailing. That will get out of play. So a long strike 2, 1-2 count. Zapata joining the Long Island Ducks a couple weeks ago now. This is his 20th game played, his 18th start. Here's the pickoff attempt at second base. Ruiz has to dive back in head first. If that throw was on target, Randy Ruiz probably would have been tagged out. Patty Matera, the second baseman, was the one covering to snag the throw from Murphy. Was there with plenty of time, but the throw, as Murphy spun around, brought the arm across his body, and the ball came on the wrong side of the base. So Ruiz had an extra half second to get back in there. Here's the 1-2. Chop left side to the third baseman, Joel Guzman. They check the runner back. Now Ruiz will go to third, And Carlos Guzman, the first baseman, will not try to throw from first, and Ruiz takes advantage of the long throw and moves himself 90 feet away from scoring. 2 away.
Number 2, Cody Puckett.
Heads up base running by Randy Ruiz. Very nice job. So he's now at third. Zapata's down 5-3, and Cody Puckett with a chance to tie this ball game. Cody on the year hitting .278. Leads the Atlantic League in at-bats with 496, so he will probably get to number 500 this evening. Murphy continues to pitch from the stretch here. Curveball first pitch low and in to Puckett, who hits from the right side. Takes it for a ball, 1-0. Cody with his 8th homer of the year yesterday afternoon at Bethpage Ballpark. Here's the 1-0. Fastball hit left side, but right at Joel Guzman. And with plenty of time, he will throw to Carlos Guzman at first base to retire the side. So back-to-back groundouts to third base, and the Long Island Ducks get the tying run 90 feet away, but cannot bring it in. Randy Ruiz is stranded over at third. No runs on 1 hit and no Camden errors. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Camden 1, Long Island 0, and the Riversharks up on top will bat when we return.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
The results are in. Thousands of PSEG Long Island customers participated in our energy efficiency programs, saving nearly $35 million. Being energy efficient helps our environment, too. Together, we've eliminated 21,000 cars worth of emissions in 2014. Thank you, Long Island. We're all making a difference. Discover how we're improving every day to bring you better service at www.pseglyny.com/efficiency.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, there's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting www.liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. 1-0 Riversharks as we go to the bottom of the second inning. John Brownell ready to start his second frame. And he hits Daniel Rocket on the back on an 0-1 pitch. And Rocket will try to rub that one out as he runs down to first base. Continues to rub that left arm, it looks like, around the shoulder blade. But it seems to be okay. So Rocket is aboard at first with no one out. And here's the catcher, Mike Kearns, hitting from the right side. 1 run on 2 hits in that first inning for the Sharks. Long Island with 1 hit, but no runs through their first 2 times at bat. Rocket leads off at first, held on by Burrows. Kearns doesn't square, and Brownell's fastball is down in the dirt, but handled by Zapata for a ball, 1-0. Mike Kearns, last series against the Lancaster Barnstormers in Lancaster, 3 for 8 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Brownell's next pitch is a fastball, same result, fastball in the dirt, 2-0. Kearns, 24 years old, 5'11", 196 pounds, out of Warminster, Pennsylvania. Signed with Camden on July 20th. So it's been here over a month now. Played in college at Penn State Abington as he hits this one. High in the air to left field. Going back is Vega. Now circles around it about 3 steps in front of the warning track. Will reach up and make the grab. fires it back in, and Rocket will return to first base, but Kearns gave that a good ride out to left field.
Left fielder number 47, Zach McPhee.
So Zach McPhee hitting 196 with no homers. However, he does have 17 RBIs. He has scored 17 runs, walked 23 times, and stolen 7 bases. And he's hitting just 196. McPhee making his 58th start and 65th appearance tonight, has 194 at-bats. Hits from the left side, one away. Brownell's fastball paints the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Well, it's only been an inning and a third so far for John Brownell, but the one thing that stands out so far is the fact that he has been hitting the corners with ease with that fastball. And the Sharks have just been watching the pitches go by. The 0-1 curveball chopped right side and foul. Off the glove of Sean Burrows as he played it in foul territory. It rolls toward the Ducks bullpen out of play. So by year for John Brownell, from 2012 to now, in wins. 2 wins in 12. He went 9-10 in 2013. 13-9 last year, and he is now 11-4 this year, so just 2 wins away from tying that career high. He also had 11 wins with Kalamazoo in back-to-back years in 2008 and 2009. They were a team in the Frontier League, so he went 11-2 in 08, 11-5 in 09, and then went 11-5 again in 2011 with Grand Prairie of the American Association. So Brownell back at that 11-win mark yet again. Has already finished 3 seasons of his professional career with exactly 11 wins, but definitely with some time to reach 13 the rest of this regular season. The 2-2 is a fastball just off the outside edge to McPhee. Watches it go by. So the count now full 3-2 with 1 away. Rocket's still the runner over at first base. Brownell set at the letters. There goes the runner, and the ball is off the end of McPhee's bat and hit foul left side into the seats. And we'll do the full count pitch again. McPhee, the 9-hitter, will go back to the top of the lineup for Brandon Chavez if he can continue the inning. All the other teams in action at exactly 7:05 tonight. The 3-2 fastball is up high for a ball 4. So Brownell walks a batter for the second straight inning. Second batter he's walked overall as well. So Rocket goes to second. McPhee will go to first. Chavez singling and scoring last inning. Has the Sharks up 1-0. Chavez has been one of the better players overall this year for the Riversharks. He's reached safely in 22 of his last 23 games. Curveball from Brownell is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. So he's now 21 for his last 81 with 5 doubles, a triple, 11 walks, 7 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. Chavez has been hot of late. Still hitting from the left side. Brownell's next pitch, a fastball on the outside corner, a called strike. Great pitch. And just like in the first at-bat between these two guys, Brownell and Chavez, Brownell is the one getting ahead 0-2. He threw a ball in the last at-bat on this pitch and then allowed the hit. Let's see what happens this time. Runners in scoring, or one runner in scoring position in Rocket. Daniel Rocket at second. McPhee's over at first. Brownell doesn't check on the runner. The 0-2 curveball. Check swing. Did he go around? They will check with the umpire out in the field, and he makes the safe motion. That's Silvio Martinez Jr. So another ball. So same exact scenario. And John Brownell trying to avoid the same result that he had last inning. On this next pitch, that is. Chavez was 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and 3 strikeouts in Lancaster against the Barnstormers. Brownell comes set. The 1-2. Fastball again ripped out into the same spot in right center field. Delta Cleary Jr. will field it and fire it in. 1 run will score. Daniel Rocket touches home plate, and the Camden Riversharks have themselves a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. That's just peculiar. The same exact spot in right center field, same count, same order of pitches from an inning ago between John Brownell and Brandon Chavez. So Chavez now 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. McPhee went from first to third, 1 away. First pitch to Michael Rocket is hit high in the air to center field. Runner should be able to score from third. Cleary Jr. makes the catch. Here comes the throw, and it will not get there in time as McPhee slides in safely, and the Camden Riversharks have taken a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning at Campbell's Field. So McPhee scores his 18th run of the 2015 season. Rocket will get the RBI, his 37th. Chavez stays at first base. So 2 away for Carlos Guzman, the 3-hitter for Chris Widger's team. 3-0 Sharks on 3 hits. 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat is chopped foul right side. It goes off the fence in front of the Long Island Ducks dugout. Interesting that the Ducks are on the first base side at Campbell's Field. That is the road dugout. While the Camden Riversharks, the home team, are over on the third base side. Typically, you see the home team over at first. Not this way. The 0-1. Curveball is chopped right out in front of the plate. Nelfi Zapata, with plenty of time, will pick it up, and he throws down to Sean Burrows at first base as Guzman just with the cue shot right off the tip of the bat. And that will retire the side. So Guzman down 2-3. However, the Camden Riversharks extend their lead. They add 2 more runs on 1 hit in the inning. No Long Island errors. And 1 runner left on base. Brandon Chavez with the RBI single. And a sacrifice fly for Michael Rocket has the Sharks up 3-0. We're through 2 full innings. We go to the top of the third. And the Long Island Ducks will come up to bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey, where the Long Island Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks 3-0. Top of the third inning, Ducks with some work to do here, and the batter is Elmer Reyes. RBI single for Brandon Chavez and a sacrifice fly and an RBI from Michael Rocket in the home half of the second has the home team up 3-0. Reyes fouls that 0-1 pitch off right side into the seat, so the count now 0-2. Bill Murphy ahead. Reyes now with 2 home runs as a Long Island Duck. Hit 2 on that last homestand. Hit 1 yesterday. The 0-2 fastball upstairs. He takes for a ball, 1-2. Reyes 2 for 4 yesterday with the home run, RBI, and a run scored. Was the only Duck with more than 1 hit yesterday. Had a big series. 5 for 19, 2 doubles, a homer, RBI, 4 runs. Hits this one in the air. High fly ball, but right field side tailing, and it will get out of play. Reyes just joining the Ducks for the last game of the road trip between Bridgeport and Southern Maryland, and then played the full homestand against Bridgeport and Southern Maryland. The 1-2 is ripped right side, left field, and it will fall for a base hit in front of Zach McPhee. Looked like McPhee may have had a beat on it, but at the last moment pulled up and let it fall for a base hit. So great piece of hitting from Elmer Reyes, who fights back, and behind in the count is able to get himself aboard and kickstart this Ducks offense. They need 3 runs. Second hit of the ball game for Long Island. Randy Ruiz had a double in the second. So here's Anthony Vega. 1 for 4 yesterday with a stolen base. 3 for 17 in the series with the Blue Crabs, his former team. Did hit a home run, scored 4 times. He swings the first pitch here. High fly ball in foul territory, left side. The third baseman, Joel Guzman, will settle under it, and on the first pitch is able to make the grab to retire Anthony Vega 1 away. Now Falat Lantini, who grounded out to short to lead off the contest. Reyes still over at first base, 1 away. So 1 time through the lineup, Bill Murphy allows 2 hits, a single to Elmer Reyes and a double to Randy Ruiz, both of which were hit very, very hard. And Murphy, in terms of his record, struggling this year, 14 losses, 6-14. So 8 games under 500 for a 4.71 ERA. In his second year with the Riversharks, Lantini with the count now 1-0, was drafted by the Giants back in 1999 in the 24th round of the June amateur draft. As Lantini ropes this one over the head of Patty Matera into right field, a base hit. Inside outs that inside fastball. He's aboard at first. Elmer Reyes will move up to second safely. Very nice job by Lantini. So now 2 hits in the inning, 3 hits altogether for the Ducks, and they're in business here. Runners at first and second for Delta Cleary Jr., who has just been unconscious at the plate. Did have his hitting streak snapped yesterday, went 0 for 3 with a walk, but still has been just lights out offensively, especially over the last 3 weeks or so. There's a fastball from Murphy low and in for a ball. Delta was 7 for 19 in the Southern Maryland series with a double, 4 RBIs, 2 runs. He walked 1, stole a base. As he hits this one foul right side off the end of the bat, gets over the Ducks dugout and out of play. Delta switch hitter hitting righty here. Cleary Jr. hitting .312 so far in 2015. That's second in the Atlantic League, and Dan Lyons on deck is third at .300. Cleary Jr. takes a fastball off the outside edge there, 2-1. So Delta hitting .312, now through 106 games, 59 runs scored, 129 hits, 39 RBIs. Lyons in third at .300 in 121 games, 69 runs, 130 hits, 11 homers, 72 RBIs. Just unbelievable as this one is hit right back to Murphy. The throw to second for 1, on to first, and that is a 1-6-3 double play. And the Long Island Ducks are done in the top of the 3rd inning. It almost skipped right over the glove of Bill Murphy, but he had it positioned perfectly right above the dirt in front of the rubber out on the mound. So Cleary Jr. is down 1-6-3 on the double play. No runs for Long Island on 2 hits, 2 singles in the frame, no Camden errors. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the Riversharks 3 and the Long Island Ducks nothing. Camden will come up to bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Ian Marshall, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or HuntingtonHondaCars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey Ducks fans, the final out of the top of the third inning was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. John Brownell ready to start his third inning of work here. Joel Guzman is the batter to lead things off for the Camden Riversharks offense. Camden with a 3-0 lead. 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the second. Guzman gets jammed here on the 1-0 fastball and hits it foul behind home plate. That'll get into the seats. So count comes even at 1-1. Slight breeze going out toward right center field. The big American flag out beyond the wall in left center waves out toward the bridge as Guzman hits this one up the middle, but Dan Lyons with the incredible diving play behind the bag. The throw to first is in time. What a play by Dan Lyons. Running full speed towards second base. He was about, I would say, a step and a half onto the outfield grass. Slides on a knee, does a 180, gets back up and whips the ball over to first base. Incredible play by Dan Lyons to help out John Brownell. 1 away. Great, great play. Here's Matt Gamble, who had the RBI single in the first inning for the first run for Camden. Brownell throws a curveball up and away for a ball, 1-0. One away, the 1-0 from Brownell. Fastball, blows it by Gamble. 1-1. Brownell not really, not the type of pitcher to overpower a batter, but he's a very smart pitcher. He's just a pitcher's pitcher. Just locates his spots, has a great curveball. Throws pitches exactly where they need to be. Case in point right there. Fastball, inside corner, right at the knees. Absolutely nothing Gamble could do about it. So here's a 1-2 from the right-hander. Curveball, swing and a miss. Gamble goes after that curveball. There's another strikeout for John Brownell. His second of the ball game so far. 2 quick outs for Brownell here in the bottom of the third. He struck out Carlos Guzman in the first inning. Did not have a strikeout last frame, and now Gamble goes down swinging, so he's now 1 for 2 with the RBI single. Patty Matera steps in. Ended the first inning when he hit into a fielder's choice. No one on for the Riversharks. Brownell's first pitch is a fastball right there on the outside corner. Yet again, ahead 0-1. John has worked ahead of batters tonight, and that is key. The 0-1. Curveball hits softly out into center field. Shallow. Delta Cleary Jr. charges in with plenty of time, jogging forward, makes the grab to retire the side. Very, very nice inning from John Brownell. Gets some help from his shortstop, Dan Lyons, who flashes the leather with an incredible diving play. Sliding on the knee behind second base. 1-2-3 frame. And we go to the top of the fourth inning. Camden still with the lead. It's 3-0, and the Ducks will come up with the bats when we come back.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, it's time for tonight's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Tonight's question: can you name the last pitchers to throw 300 innings in each league? And not in the same year, but the last two pitchers in the National League, this is Major League Baseball, National League and the American League, to throw 300 innings or more, obviously, in each league. As Dan Lyons ropes one down the left field line and past the Camden bullpen, it rattles around in the left field corner. Zach McPhee has trouble handling it, now fires it back in, and Dan Lyons will hold up at second base, fresh off his great sliding grab. In the bottom of the third inning, he has himself a leadoff double. Second double of the game, second leadoff double of the game for the Long Island Ducks. The first one, Randy Ruiz. He steps in here with a runner in scoring position. So quickly again on the trivia question, the last pitchers in the National League and the American League to throw 300 innings in 1 year. We'll give you the answer in the bottom of the inning. So 3-0 Camden. Ducks out to another good start in this inning here. Ruiz takes a fastball from Bill Murphy on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Randy hitting from the right side. Had that double in the left center field gap. Leading off the second. Sean Burrows on deck. Heart of the order here for the Flock. The 0-1. Fastball well outside. Count comes even at 1-1. The Ducks hitting .261 as a team away from Bethpage Ballpark. So when they're on the road this year, numbers don't quite stack up to the numbers back at home. And now Dan Lyons takes off after the throw from Murphy. The throw almost goes into center field as Lyons goes back to second. Patty Matera is able to jump and secure the ball. And Lyons trying to make a heads-up play, dancing off the bag at second, after Murphy's pitch came home to catcher Mike Kearns, and Kearns a bit lackadaisical in getting the ball back to his pitcher. Lyons had started a run toward third base, but scurried back when Kearns decided not to throw the ball back and instead fired it to second. But it's a moot point as Lyons stays at second. Here comes a 1-2. Murphy set. Here's the pitch. Curveball bounces off the chest protector. Kearns jumps out in front of home plate and picks up the ball. So count even at 2-2. Lyons doing anything he can to throw Bill Murphy off and get himself closer to scoring here. Team needs some runs. 3-0 Sharks. Ruiz ready for the 2-2, and there's a fastball on the outside corner, swing and a miss. So Bill Murphy has his first strikeout of the evening, as Randy Ruiz goes down swinging.
First baseman number 25, Sean Burrows.
Lions still in scoring position. One away now for Sean Burrows. Flew out to center field. Hit the ball deep in the left center field gap in his first at bat. Burrows was 1 for 4 yesterday, 6 for 16 in the series against the Blue Crabs with 2 doubles, an RBI, 2 runs, 2 walks. Just always finds a way to get on base, which must be incredibly annoying for opposing teams, but obviously very, very good for the Long Island Ducks. Sean Burrows doing a great job since he joined the Flock about a month ago at this point. Takes a fastball inside there from the southpaw Murphy for a ball, 1-0. Let's see what the actual number is. Sean Burrows with now 28 games in a Ducks uniform, so just under a month. Bill Murphy has the sign from battery mate Mike Kearns. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. Count even at 1-1. This year against the Ducks, Murphy's numbers are not great. 0-3, 3 starts, 15.53 earned run average, 13 1/3, 32 hits, 24 runs, 23 earned runs, 10 walks and 7 strikeouts. As that fastball comes up and in on the lefty hitting Burrows, but he jumps out of the way at the last moment for a ball. 32 hits in 13 1/3 innings. He's allowed 4 hits through 3 1/3 so far tonight. Checks on lines, the 2-1 to Burrows. Fastball, low and away, ball 3. No traditional double play opportunity on the infield for Camden. Murphy in his second year with the Sharks. Did pitch at the major league level. Here's the 3-1 fastball, and it's low and away, ball 4. So that is another municipal credit union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So Sean Burrows gets himself at first base. Here's Nelfi Zapata, who grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Runners at first and second for the Ducks here. 3-0 Camden is our score. Top of the fourth, 1 away. Murphy checks on lines. First pitch to Zapata, fastball. On the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Murphy in the major leagues, at the major league level, pitching with the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays in 17 2/3 innings with the two teams. Had an ERA of 4.08. There's a fastball away again to the righty hitting Zapata for a ball this time. Count even at 1-1 with 1 away. Was with Long Island in 2013. Zapata hits this one high in the air, right field side. 2 steps in front of the warning track. The catch is made by Daniel Rocket. Dan Lyons will tag and go to third. So Nelfi Zapata advances Dan Lyons 90 feet. He's now in third. Sean Burrows stays at first. So first run of the ball game is 90 feet away for the Long Island Ducks. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Cody Puckett, who came up in the second inning and grounded out to third with Randy Ruiz standing at third base. So another situation with a runner at third would be the first run. Elmer Reyes is on deck. Murphy comes set at the letters. The lefty kicks and fires. Fastball way outside for a ball, 1-0. Yesterday with the home run, Puckett with his first long ball since August 7th, when he hit one at Sugarland, ended a 29-game homerless drought. Murphy's 1-0, hit high in the air, center field, racing back is Michael Rocket, still running onto the warning track, reaches up, and he makes the grab. Well, tip of the cap to Michael Rocket on that play. He had to run a long, long way to catch that baseball. Cody Puckett hit that one very, very far. Nothing you can do about that one. So Puckett is retired for a second time with the first run, potential run of the ballgame for Long Island, standing over at third base. No runs in the frame for the Ducks on 1 hit, no Camden errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Camden Riversharks lead your Long Island Ducks 3-0.
Hey fans, this is Jose Morales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DuckBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Time for the answer to tonight's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Our question for you this evening: can you name the last two pitchers in the National League and the American League? So it's just two pitchers altogether, not two from each league, just two altogether, one from the American League, one from the National League, to throw 300 innings in each league. Not in the same year, not the same pitcher, two different pitchers. Last one to throw 300 in the American, 300 in the NL. And your answers: in 1977, with the Baltimore Orioles, Jim Palmer threw 319 innings. So there's your AL answer. Jim Palmer, 77, Baltimore Orioles, 319 innings. And then in 1980, with a team that plays pretty darn close to where we are right now, Philadelphia Phillies, Steve Carlton threw 304 innings. 1980, Steve Carlton, Phillies, 304 innings. So Palmer in the AL in 77 and Carlton in the NL in 1980. Last two pitchers to throw 300 innings in the NL and AL in Major League Baseball. And there's your answer to tonight's fourth inning trivia. John Brownell has the count at 3-2 against Daniel Rocket here, who was hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. First time up at the plate. Here's the next pitch, and it's chopped foul. Left side toward the Camden dugout, out of play. No one on, no one out. Camden leads Long Island 3-0 here, bottom of the fourth frame. The first game of a four-game set. Chris Buckley here with you. Thanks so much for tuning in to some Long Island Ducks baseball on your Tuesday night. Brownell with the 3-2. Fastball, it's hit off the end of the bat, but that will fall for a base hit in front of Delta Cleary Jr. in center field. Fourth hit of the night for the home team. So Rocket has now reached base safely. Full time's up against John Brownell. Here's the catcher, Mike Kearns. Flew out to left field, deep left field. Almost hit it to the warning track in the left center field gap his first time up. Still no one out. Puckett in front of the bag at third base. Burrows holds the runner on at first. Kearns doesn't square. Instead, swings and misses through a fastball from John Brownell for strike one. Daniel Rocket with 6 stolen bases so far this year, standing at first base. 2.5-step lead over there. Brownell, out of the corner of his eye, checks on him, and the 0-1 is hit high in the air, right field side. Plenty of time for Falant Lantini. Trots in 6 steps and makes the grab for the first out. So now the non-hitter, Zach McPhee, he walked and scored. He was the third run to score for the Riversharks. The board down the right field line here at Campbell's Field reads that the current temperature is 86 degrees. That might be without the humidity. One out. McPhee still hitting from the left side. First pitch from Brownell. Fastball just misses low and away. 1-0. McPhee out of Phoenix, Arizona. 5'9", 175 pounds. Can also play on the infield as well, which he has done against Long Island this year. In fact, last time the Riversharks were at Bethpage Ballpark, I believe he played some second base. The 1-0 fastball paints the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. McPhee was 0 for 3, struck out twice yesterday in Lancaster. The Sharks were swept by the Barnstormers, who just continue to win in the Freedom Division, the defending champs. The 1-1 fastball again on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. Brownell finding that groove again here. 2-1 was the final. at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Juan Apodaca with a 2-run homer in the 5th inning was the difference for the Stormers. Jeff Singer took the loss for the Riversharks. Rocket dances off the bag at first base, and now a balk will be called. Brownell looked like he may have stepped off, and he wants an explanation, and here comes Kevin Baez as well. Rocket had jumped off the bag at first. Brownell had flinched, but it looked like he had stepped off at first and then turned around to check on the runner, but a balk was immediately called by first base umpire Frank Urilli. So the runner will move up 90 feet, and Rocket, who actually would have been picked off easily had Brownell just turned and fired the ball, but had not intended to, obviously, hence why he stepped off the back of the rubber and did not throw over immediately. So Brownell charged with a balk, and it pays off for Daniel Rocket despite the mistake. So he's now in scoring position. That is just the first balk this year for John Brownell. This one is lined right to the second baseman, Elmer Reyes. Dan Lyons covers at second, but Reyes cannot get the ball there fast enough as Lyons sprinting over to cover, not able to double up Rocket. Well, that would have been something if Rocket had just advanced to second base and then the next pitch had been picked off on the double play opportunity. But McPhee lines out to the second baseman Reyes. Here's Brandon Chavez, who's already had himself a good day at the plate. 2 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. 2 outs. Rocket still in scoring position at second base. 3-0 Camden. The Sharks have 4 hits. Long Island also has 4 hits, but no runs. First pitch of the at-bat, a curveball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch from John Brownell. Count 0-1. Well, that all happened so quickly. Brownell with the balk, his first of the year. Sending Rocket to second base. 1 pitch later, he's almost doubled up. The 0-1 curveball, Chavez swings over the top. Great off-speed pitch from number 7. Gets the count to 0-2. Other big news for the Long Island Ducks today. I'm sure many fans remember Rich Hill. Pitched with Long Island a few weeks ago and was simply dominant in his 2 starts in Ducks uniform. Called up by the Boston Red Sox today. There's a curveball from Brownell, bounces in the dirt. 1-2. Promoted to the Major League team earlier today. The 15th player in franchise history to return to the Major Leagues after playing for the Ducks. 11 scoreless innings, 21 strikeouts in just 2 starts with Long Island before being signed by the Red Sox back on August the 10th. Here comes the 1-2 from Brownell. Curveball, swing and a miss. John Brownell fights back. He works around that ball call, and Brandon Chavez is retired for the first time tonight. He goes down swinging. 3rd strikeout of the night for John Brownell as he continues to work his way closer to a career high and extend that league high number in Ks. No runs for Camden on 1 hit, no Long Island errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 4 full innings from Campbell's Field. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 Sharks. Long Island will bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is closing pitcher Ryan Cushmal, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel. youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak paver, let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-5800. 3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Camden leads Long Island, top of the fifth inning, 3-0 is our score. Elmer Reyes with a cue shot off the end of his bat. Bill Murphy covers at first, and the flip from Carlos Guzman is well in time, and Reyes is retired 3-1 for the first out of this fifth frame. So here's Anthony Vega, who fouled out, foul territory, third base side to Joel Guzman in his first at-bat in the third. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Flock. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Sharks. 1 away. Murphy's looked pretty good against the Ducks offense so far, but the hits that he has allowed have been very hard. Vega swings the first pitch he sees and hits a comebacker right to Bill Murphy, snags it, and the soft toss to Guzman at first base, and there's 2 away. So Reyes goes down 3-1. They switch the numbers on the second batter. Vega goes down 1-3. Top of the order for Philant Lentini. He singled in his second at bat, I should say. He's 1 for 2. Grounded out to short in his first at bat. Lentini continuing to provide a spark at the top of the lineup for Long Island in his second go-around with the team. Was with them last year. Squares and drops a bunt. It bounces on top of home plate and goes behind the dish, and it's gloved by Mike Kearns, the catcher. Foul ball, 0-1. Lentini, 7 for 20 against Southern Maryland. 2 doubles. Did have a home run. Made it a 15-14 ball game on Sunday. I believe it was in the 7th. Hit the solo shot to left field. Cody Puckett added another run in the 8th. Lentini takes a curveball off the outside edge for a ball, 1-1. The Ducks, 9 runs in the 4th inning on Sunday. That was just some game to watch. Both teams, thin bullpens. Their starters were out early. Lentini swings through the fastball there, 1-2. Just laboring to get to the end of the ball game. 30 runs between the two clubs. And Lentini ended up with the game-winning hit. Here comes the 1-2 from Murphy. Fastball, swing, and tipped into the glove of the catcher, Mike Kearns. And it's another strikeout for Bill Murphy. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Southpaw starter as well. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 5th. Camden leads Long Island 3-0, and the home team will come up with the sticks when we return.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls Party Deck, the Trouttown Fan Can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. The Long Island Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks 3-0. Both teams with 4 hits so far, but the home team with that 3-run advantage right now. 1 run in the first, 2 more runs in the second, but John Brownell has settled down. Back-to-back scoreless frames, looking for a 3rd straight here, and he deals a first pitch fastball to Michael Rocket, or curveball rather, up high for a ball, 1-0. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. The 1-0 from Brownell is roped into center field. Delta Cleary Jr. charges, but now he will take a step back and pull up and let it fall for a base hit. 5th hit for Camden. First hit for Michael Rocket, had a sacrifice fly and an RBI in his last plate appearance. Here's Carlos Guzman 0 for 2. Bottom of the 5th at the ballpark at Harbor Yard, the Bridgeport Bluefish continue to struggle. 3-1 is the score in favor of the Sugarland Skeeters in Connecticut. Bottom of the 5th there in the Fish, trailing by 2, 5 games back of first place now after being in a tie for first place with both Long Island, Somerset. All 3 teams were tied for first at a couple of points. Now the Bluefish have struggled, and they continue to fall in the Liberty Division, falling and losing right now at home. 2-1 is the score in Southern Maryland, fresh off their 4-game set with the Long Island Ducks. 2-1 over the Lancaster Barnstormers at Regency Furniture Stadium, top of the 4th there. And the Somerset Patriots also losing 2-0 in favor of the York Revolution in Bridgewater at TD Bank Ballpark. So Somerset at home, trailing by 2. Take a look at the MLB scoreboard in a moment as well. New York Mets playing a big, big series right now in Washington. Comes the 1-1 from Brownell. Golf down into the right center field gap, high in the air. Lentini and Cleary Jr. both race over. Now it's Cleary Jr. to call off the right fielder and reach out to his left and make the grab in the gap for the first out of the inning. Delta showing his range yet again. He's made so many great plays and made some difficult ones just look so easy all year long out in center field. Really just a great fielder. Very good defensive baseball player all around. So 1 away. Here's Joel Guzman. Walked in his first plate appearance in the first inning and then grounded out to short last time up in the 3rd. So the Mets in Washington right now. Harvey Day with all of this discussion about the innings limit and whether or not he'd be pitching in the postseason. He does have the start right now, and it hasn't gone perfectly. 3-1 in the 5th inning. Top of the 5th, and the Mets trail the Nats 3-1. 1 run on 2 hits, and one of those hits was a solo homer from David Wright. Now going into the bottom of the 5th there. 0-1 on the curveball, and Guzman swings and tips it into the glove of Zapata. Yet another great off-speed pitch from John Brownell. His curveball is on tonight, that is for sure. Ahead in the count 0-2 here. New York Yankees scoreless with the Baltimore Orioles top of the 5th at the stadium. Fighting for first place with the Toronto Blue Jays. Here comes Brownell's 0-2. Fastball low and inside for a ball 1-2. The Blue Jays are tied with the Red Sox right now at Fenway, 1-1. But the Blue Jays do have runners on the corners looking to break that tie. They are 78-59. And the Yankees are 77-59. There's a curveball from Brownell again. This time it's off the outside corner, 2-2. The Mets right now with a 5-game lead in the NL East, 76-61. Nats trail by 5, 71-66. That series just so crucial for both of those teams. The Mets winning yesterday, the 2-2. Off the end of the bat, up the third baseline, rolling, and Puckett will field it in foul territory, a foot away from the third base bag. Smart play. Had he attempted to field that in fair territory, would have been a very difficult play to get that ball to first in time to retire Joel Guzman. So makes the smart play, waits for it patiently to roll foul, and then picks it up with the glove. So we'll do a 2-2 yet again. That's coming from behind yesterday. They were up 3-0. And then Ramos with a grand slam, but Mets coming back and end up winning 8-5. John Neese was chased earlier in that start for New York. The 2-2 from Brownell, in on the hands. Foul territory behind first base. Sean Burrows ranges back and in the palm of his glove makes the grab for the second out of the inning. You could tell just by the look on Sean's face that was a tough play. He didn't know if he was going to hang on to it or not, laughing at some of the players in the dugout as he goes back to his position. So Guzman fouls out. He's now 0 for 2 with the walk. Here's Matt Gamble, RBI single in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Brownell checks on the runner at first base. That's Rocket. Gamble swings the first pitch, and he chops it foul down the right field line and out of play. Last time out, John with the second complete game by a Ducks pitcher this year. The first one also went to him. That was back in the middle of July against the Lancaster Barnstormers on the road. So he threw one of his 2 complete games on the year on the road, and then he threw his second of the year last time out. 77 strikes on 118 pitches. 0-1 curveball bounces in the dirt. Smothered by Zapata, 1-1. Had some quick innings to end that start. That was the primary reason he was able to go as deep into the game as he did. Kevin Biles let him go out there again. I believe in the 7th and 8th. Didn't throw too many pitches. Now Brownell steps off, and is that yet another balk? I believe it is. So that is another balk called on John Brownell. Michael Rocket was dancing off the bag at first base. Brownell had lifted his leg, but then stopped for a split second and then continued toward home. So that slight pause will be the reasoning behind the balk call. So the second straight balk drawn by a Rocket brother. First it was Daniel last inning in the 4th, and now here in the 5th it's Michael. And Gamble swings and misses on the curveball to bring the count to 1-2. So last inning, Daniel Rocket, singled, danced off the bag at first, and then advanced to second on a balk. This inning in the 5th, Michael Rocket leads off the inning with a single, dances off the bag at first, and goes to second yet again. That is just bizarre. The 1-2 fastball up at the letters, and Gamble takes it for a ball, 2-2. How weird is that? Both Rockets in back-to-back innings, no less. Forcing John Brownell to balk and moving themselves to second base. First 2 balks of the season for John Brownell. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, check swing. Looked like he went around. Zapata picks up the ball and applies the tag. Another strikeout for John Brownell. Matt Gamble has now struck out in back-to-back at-bats, swinging at that. And Brownell, for the second straight frame, works around a ball call drawn by one of the Rocket brothers. This time, Michael was the culprit. No runs on 1 hit, no Long Island errors, and 1 runner left on base. We are through 5 full frames. We go to the top of the 6th inning at Campbell's Field. Camden 3, Long Island 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
The results are in. PSEG Long Island is delivering 99.9% reliability. We got there by strengthening equipment and clearing trees along power lines across our area. And our new outage management system will continue to ensure improved communications and faster restoration. 99.9% reliable. It's one more way we're serving you better. Discover how we're improving every day to bring you better service at www.psegLiny.com/reliability.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Jappy's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Riversharks on top of your Long Island Ducks. Chris Buckley here with you. Some Tuesday night baseball from Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Ducks looking for some offense here. Heart of the order coming up. Delta Cleary Jr., Dan Lyons, and Randy Ruiz against former Duck Bill Murphy. The southpaw with the 0-1 curveball misses low and in, 1-1. Four hits as a team for the Flock. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Sharks as Cleary Jr. hits this one. Diving play by the shortstop, Brandon Chavez. Did he make the grab? He did. Wow. An incredible grab by Brandon Chavez. Wow, and he is slow to get up. That had to have hurt his shoulder or his wrist a little bit just on the landing. He was full extension, completely parallel to the ground to make that grab. Wow. Another good defensive play by the Riversharks in the field. Dan Lyons, he's the batter now. He also has a great play in the field at shortstop tonight for the Ducks. But that might be the best one we've seen tonight. So yet another play, just have to tip your cap to the opposition on a great play. So Cleary Jr. lines out to short. Here's Lyons, doubled and reached third base last time up. Takes a fastball on the outside edge from Murphy for a strike, 0-1. Lyons is 1 for 2, flew out to right field in the first. Ducks do have 2 doubles tonight. Lyons and Ruiz have both of them. Dan takes a fastball upstairs there, 1-1. Wind continues to blow slightly out toward the right center field gap. Lyons hits this one hard left side, and the third baseman Joel Guzman has it. Fields it cleanly off the bag at first, but Carlos Guzman is able to apply the tag to Lyons before he can touch first base, and there's 2 away. So Lyons was almost able to work his way around that tag, but Carlos Guzman stayed with the play all the way through. Joel Guzman's throw was offline, but he knew he had to hurry with the speedster Lyons racing up the line toward the bag. So 2 away, no one on. Here's Randy Ruiz. Ruiz struck out swinging in his last at-bat, but doubled in his first. He hits this one through the hole and into left field past Brandon Chavez on the first pitch he sees for a base hit. Randy now 2 for 3 with a double and a single. First pitch swinging.
First baseman number 25, Sean Burrows.
So now Sean Burrows walked last time up, 0 for 1, flew out to center in the second. Burrows, another former big leaguer, facing one on the mound, and Bill Murphy. Burrows with 7 years of big league time with the Padres from 02 to 05. As he ropes this one left side past Joel Guzman and into left field. Back-to-back first pitch swinging Ducks. Randy Ruiz with a single to left. Now Sean Burrows with a single to left. Randy will move up 90 feet to second. He's in scoring position. And Nelfi Zapata will be the batter with 2 base runners. Last time up at the plate, Zapata had runners on base at first and third. Or excuse me, it was first and second, and Lyons was the runner at second at the time, moved to third to end the inning. So it was first and second straight time now. He has the situation. There was 1 out last time. He's 2 outs here. Takes a fastball from Murphy on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Cody Puckett is the batter on deck for the Flock. Murphy ahead 0-1, checks on Ruiz at second, kicks and deals. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-2. Murphy wasting no time, going right after the Ducks catcher. Zapata is 0 for 2. Was with Las Vegas and the Mets organization earlier this year before joining Long Island. 7 years in that Mets organization. Another recent Duck to join the team, Elmer Reyes, with 7 years in the Atlanta Braves organization. So 2 NL East teams sending some of their prospects, not sending, but having them join Long Island after leaving the affiliated organizations. So there's an 0-2 curveball low and in. Bounces just in front of Nelfy's foot. Deflects off of the shin guard of Mike Kearns for a ball 1-2. Ducks lead the season series this year 11-4. Riversharks have struggled this year. 23-34 in the second half. 51-76 overall in 2015. Here comes the 1-2 from Murphy. Hit out into the right center field gap. Racing back is Daniel Rocket. It looks like he'll have time, and he will. He reaches up and makes the grab to retire the side. Zapata hits it well, but not deep enough. As he's retired, flies out to right field for the second straight at bat. Long Island goes without a run on 2 hits, no Camden errors, and 2 runners left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning at Campbell's Field. Camden still with a 3-0 lead.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Eric Komatsu, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Bottom of the 6th inning in Camden, New Jersey. Camden Riversharks lead the Long Island Ducks 3-0. John Brownell back out on the hill for the flock here, trying to keep this a 3-0 ball game, see what his offense can do in the final 3 innings. And fans, we do want to remind you that the Ducks will return home this Friday after this quick 3-game series in the middle of the week here in Camden, September 11th, Friday, for the final 3 home games of the 2015 regular season.
Save our Sharks! Save our Sharks!
And there's a fastball low and away from John Brownell for a ball 1-0. So 3 games with the Sugarland Skeeters, and the Friday contest slated to begin at 6:35. The Bethpage Ballpark gates will open at 5:35 as Patty Matera floats one right to Dan Lyons at shortstop for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. So Matera is retired. Here comes Daniel Rocket. It'll be a foul pole Friday at the ballpark. And we do want to tell you that tickets to the game and all Ducks home games are always available. You can visit the Bethpage Ballpark box office. You can call 631-940-TIXX, or you can go online to liducks.com and secure your tickets there. So Brownell is ahead on Daniel Rocket 0-1. Swung and missed through a curveball in the first pitch. Into the windup, here's the next pitch from number 7. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. Mixing up the pitches, staying ahead in the count. After those first 2 innings, Brownell's really settled in here. No one on for the Riversharks. Here's the 0-2 from Brownell. Curveball, check swing, he did not go around. Good pitch from Brownell on the 0-2 nonetheless. Brownell's next pitch is a fastball, up and in. Just missed, not by much. Count even at 2-2. Rockets singled last time up and advanced to second on the first ball called in this game on John Brownell. Here comes the 2-2 fastball. Just misses inside again, and now the count is full. One inning later, brother Michael Rocket also got a ball called on John Brownell and went to second base. Here comes the 3-2. Fastball, chopped left side, scooped out by Cody Puckett. He knocks it down, but he will not have a play. He slides to his left and is only able to deflect the ball forward. So we'll see what the official scoring is. It was a tough play. It was a tough play, but we'll see what the actual ruling is. Still waiting for it to pop up on the scoreboard. It was not easy. Cody ran to his left, and it looks like it's going to be ruled a hit. So that is a single. Second straight now given to Daniel Rocket. Brownell works from the stretch against catcher Mike Kearns. Burrows holds the runner on at first. First pitch of the at-bat, a fastball. Again, Brownell ahead in the count, 0-1. Just continues to throw that fastball for a strike. Whether it's inside, outside, righty, lefty, doesn't matter. He's throwing strikes tonight, which he usually does anyway. The 0-1 curveball bounces behind home plate, and Zapata drops to the knees to block it. 1-1 count. One away, double play could be an option for the Ducks on a ground ball in the infield. Kearns hits from the right side. Hits this one out into shallow left field. Vega races in, plenty of time now, settles under it, and he reaches up and makes the grab, 2 away. Nice job by Brownell, throws that curveball low, and the batter, Kearns, chases after it. So he's now 0 for 3. So now the 9-hitter, Zach McPhee. Brownell, yet again. Fastball, outside corner, strike. 0-1. McPhee walked and scored in the second and then lined out to Elmer Reyes last time up in the 4th inning. Just scorching line drive right at Elmer Reyes, who crouched down to make the grab. There goes the runner. Rocket off first, fouled off the end of the bat, and it will land on top of the Camden dugout, left field side, and get into the seats. So the count 0-2. Brownell still ahead in the count. John's curveball off the outside edge. Good 0-2 pitch, 1-2 count. Seems like that has happened so many times in this ball game, where Brownell has gotten ahead in the count 0-2 and then thrown a good 0-2 pitch, a curveball or a fastball low and away, up and away for a ball to get it to 1-2. McPhee fouls that one off behind home plate. That's definitely not a bad thing. On an 0-2 count, as a pitcher, never want to throw a pitch really anywhere near the strike zone. You can waste the pitch there ahead in the count. That's something that John does very, very well. Rocket with 6 stolen bases, as mentioned earlier, over at first base. Brownell set at the belt, has a sign from Zapata. It'll be a 1-2. Checks on the runner, kicks, and comes home. Fastball on the outside corner, a called strike 3. Great pitch from John Brownell with that fastball, and he has yet another 1-2-3 inning after allowing one run in the first inning, 2 more runs in the second. It has been 4 straight scoreless frames for John Brownell, who has fought his way through 6 innings, and if he were to be pulled right now, which he still has some energy left out there, I'm sure he will come back out for the 7th. He would have a quality start after that rough beginning to this outing. So McPhee goes down looking. No runs for Camden on 1 hit. No Long Island errors, and 1 runner left on base and Daniel Rocket. We go to the top of the 7th inning. It's Camden 3 and Long Island 0. The Ducks will come up with the bats when we return.
Hey fans, this is Blake Davis, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or HuntingtonHondaCars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee, available to concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Well, Cody Puckett, the first batter for the top of the 7th inning in the Long Island Ducks lineup, flies out to left field, one away, against Bill Murphy, who has pitched to contact tonight primarily, only has 2 strikeouts as he works here in the top of the 7th through 6 1/3. Elmer Reyes is the batter. Swings the first pitch he sees and hits a line drive out into center field. Easily playable for Michael Rocket. Reaches up and makes the grab. 2 away. I believe it's 3 pitches and 2 outs now for Bill Murphy in this top of the 7th frame, who again is 6-14 on the year. Has really struggled. Doesn't have too much offensive support in the Riversharks bats, but still 14 losses. Camden has the worst team batting average in the Atlantic League. Vega takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The Riversharks hitting .246 coming into the night as a unit. There's the 0-1. Fastball hit left field side, tailing, and that will get toward the picnic area down the left field side here at Campbell's Field. And the count quickly 0-2 in favor of Bill Murphy. The Lancaster Barnstormers, the only team in the Atlantic League this year with more than 100 home runs. And when you look at their stadium, that right field wall, it's not hard to see why. Vega stays alive, chops one foul off the end of his bat. Stays alive. The Ducks have 83 homers as a team. The York Revolution are 2nd in the league in home runs with 97. The Bridgeport Bluefish have 40. That is well behind the next team in front of them, the 7th place team, as Vega takes a fastball low and in, 1-2. So Bridgeport has 40 home runs as a team. The next lowest number is 71, and that's Camden. So the Riversharks have 31 more home runs. They have the worst average as a team in the Atlantic League with 31 more home runs than the Bridgeport Bluefish, who have the least amount of homers in the Atlantic League. Vega goes down looking on the curveball from Bill Murphy, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for the Camden Southpaw, and a quick top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th frame. The Riversharks still on top of Long Island, 3-0, and they will have a chance to pad that lead when we come back.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
John Brownell warms up with Nelfi Zapata. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, Brownell will stay in here for the Long Island Ducks, who trail the Camden Riversharks 3-0. No runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Flock. 3 runs, 6 hits, 0 errors for the Camden Riversharks. So 3-0 Sharks, top of the order for Chris Widger's team. It'll be Brandon Chavez, Michael Rocket, and Carlos Guzman here. For the Sharks, Chavez has had a good night at the plate. 2 for 3, an RBI single, a run scored. Did strike out swinging last time up. John Brownell in this game so far with 5 strikeouts. So on the year, he is now at 131 Ks. So he has passed his number from last year when he had 130 in 202 innings, and he is 2 away from tying a career high of 133, which he set 2 years ago in 2013 with the Ducks. That was his highest amount of Ks in any year from 2006 when he started his pro career to right now. 1-0 fastball to Chavez is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Still very, very humid here in Camden, New Jersey, but slight breeze, I guess you could say, going out toward right field. There's a 1-1 curveball for a strike. And that's what sets John Brownell apart, is that he can throw a curveball for a strikeout pitch, or he can throw it for a called strike. And that's how you know that a starting pitcher or pitcher in general is on. And that's what he has done tonight. 1-2 curveball low and in, and Chavez swings over it, strike 3. Another K for John Brownell. He inches closer to that mark of 133. Chavez is now struck out swinging in back-to-back at-bats. So now for John, another K. He now faces Michael Rocket. Steps in, hitting from the right side. Singled last time up, and he hits this one out into center field, but Delta Cleary Jr. takes about a half a step in, and he reaches down to make the grab. 2 away. Rocket hit that about as hard as you possibly can, but Cleary Jr. had it played perfectly. Brownell with 6 Ks in this ball game. Again, came in leading the Atlantic League with 126, so now at 132, 1 shy of tying his career high. 2 away. Carlos Guzman the batter. Fastball, swing and a miss up at the eyes. And Brownell just blows it by him. Guzman hitting from the left side, just no shot at it. That ball was in the glove already. Joel Guzman is on deck for Camden. 3-0 Sharks. No one on for the home team. It'll be an 0-1 from Brownell. Into the windup, number 7 fires a fastball low and in below the knees, and Guzman will back off the plate. Let it go by. Guzman was 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout yesterday. 1-1 fastball, misses low and away for ball 2, 2-1. Camden scored just 1 run yesterday in their series finale against the Barnstormers. 2-1 loss on the road, as mentioned. Guzman out of Brooklyn, New York. The 2-1 fastball is chopped foul up the first baseline and out of play. Sean Burroughs runs over toward the ball, but gets past them. Dead ball anyway. So the count now 2-2. No one is warming up in the Long Island Ducks bullpen right now. Brownell is over 100 pitches. He's at 107. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball hit hard, but right as Sean Burroughs goes off his chest. Plenty of time. He picks it up with the bare hand, and he will trot forward, step on the bag, and Guzman is down 3 unassisted. A 1-2-3 frame for John Brownell. What a great effort from their ace. He struggles to open up the game, but he bounces back with 5 straight scoreless frames. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We are through 7 full from Campbell's Field. We go to the top of the 8th inning. The Riversharks still with that 3-0 lead, and the Ducks in need of some offense. We'll see what happens when we come back.
Hey fans, this is first baseman John Griffin, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks. Top of the 8th inning, 3-0 is our score. Chris Buckley here with you. Some Long Island Ducks baseball on your Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in. Bill Murphy continues to work for the Sharks here. Filant Lentini is the batter for the flock, top of the order. 6 more outs to make up 3 runs, which the way this team has been hitting of late is not too difficult of a task. They scored 16 runs on Sunday in 1 game alone. Lentini behind in the count 1-2. Murphy has pitched very efficiently. He's pitched to contact, but has kept that pitch count well in check. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball bounces on top of home plate and goes almost as high as the screen behind home plate toward the on-deck circle by the Ducks dugout out of play. Count even at 2-2. Murphy at 78 pitches in the 8th inning. The lefty into the windup, the 2-2. Curveball chopped right back to him. The comebacker, he tosses over to first base, and Carlos Guzman is there to retire Lentini 1-3. 1 away for Delta Cleary Jr. 0 for 3. Flew out to right field in his first at-bat. A 1-6-3 double play in the 3rd, and then he lined out to the shortstop, Brandon Chavez, who made just an unbelievable diving catch back in the 6th frame. Really was the definition of what you'd say is a web gem. That was one if I've ever seen one. So 1 away, no one on. First pitch from Murphy, fastball low and in for a ball, 1-0. Dan Lyons will be the batter. He's in the on-deck circle, taking his warm-up swings. The 1-0 to Cleary Jr. Take it for a ball low and in again, 2-0. Still no one warming up in the bullpen for the Long Island Ducks down the right field line. John Brownell will stay in this thing. 2-0 fastball is low. Cleary Jr. takes it. Ducks have had a runner reach third base twice in this contest, but both times they were not able to bring him in. The 3-0 fastball is right down the middle. Could not be more of a strike. 3-1. Randy Ruiz reached third in the second. Dan Lyons did so in the fourth as Cleary Jr. takes another fastball right down Broadway to bring the count full. 3-2. Delta, the switch hitter, still hitting from the right side. Here comes Murphy's 3-2. Curveball, again, hit right back up the middle. Murphy reaches out, but he can't make the grab. It rolls through for a base hit into center field. Defensive swing by Delta Cleary Jr., but it works out in Long Island's favor. Base hit up the middle, first hit of the night for Cleary Jr. Here's Dan Lyons, doubled in the fourth, 1 for 3. 1 away. Potential double play on the infield for Camden on a ground ball from Lyons. Murphy will work from the stretch, set at the letters, checks on Cleary Jr. First pitch fastball is up at Dan's eyes for a ball, 1-0. As mentioned, the Ducks have had opportunities, just have not found that timely hit. They actually have more hits than Camden. They have 7 to the Riversharks 6. Murphy's 1-0. Big cut from Dan, but he tips it off the glove of Mike Kearns, and it goes to the backstop behind home plate out of play. So the count 1-1. I was discussing it earlier, but Cleary Jr. and Lyons, second and third in the Atlantic League in batting average. So 2 of the top 3 hitters in the league are Long Island Ducks. As Lyons hits one to the third baseman Guzman, the throw to second for 1, and they will not try to get Lyons at first base. That ball was hit too slowly. However, they do get the lead runner, Delta Cleary Jr., as Patty Matera covers at second. So Lyons reaches safely at first base on the FC. Cleary Jr. is forced out 5-4, and there's 2 away for the designated hitter Randy Ruiz, who is 2 for 3. He's had himself a good night at the dish. Double in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. Hard hit single in the 6th that bounced through the hole into left field. Last time up, he reached second but was stranded there. 2 outs, force at second for the Sharks. 3-0 Camden. Murphy's first pitch of the at-bat, a curveball up and away. 1-0. No one warming up in Camden's bullpen either. Randy ready. Here comes Murphy's 1-0. Big cut, cue shot off the end of the bat, rolling up the first baseline, and now will roll foul. Got about 3/4 of the way to the bag, and Carlos Guzman patiently waited for it to roll, continue to roll. And by the time he would have been able to get there anyway, it still would have been foul. So it's not even the type of play where you say, well, he could have picked it up and tagged the runner to end the inning. That wasn't the case. The ball was rolling, but it was rolling too slowly for him to get there in time while it was still in fair territory. So it rolls foul, and then he picks it up. So the count 1-1. Lines off the bag at first, held on by Guzman. Murphy's pitch. Fastball a little bit low and a bit away as well. 2-1. Murphy set at the belt, lines short lead, the 2-1, swing and a miss. Ruiz way out in front of that off-speed pitch. That bat had come through the zone pretty much by the time the ball was even about 2 to 3 feet away from the glove. So Ruiz way out in front. Count even at 2-2, 2 away. Murphy, the lefty, kicks and fires, in on the hands, and Ruiz will hit it foul behind home plate. Stays alive.
Hey fans, that foul ball brought to you by Mike Costanzo's Farmers Insurance Agency.
Sean Burrows would be the batter if Ruiz can get aboard here. Murphy's 2-2. Curveball chopped off the top of Ruiz's foot, and it goes foul toward the Camden dugout, but Randy's just fine. Remember, Ruiz was on the designated list. The disabled list, he's a designated hitter who was on the DL for a significant amount of time, missed basically all of August nearly all of August with that hamstring injury, but has hit well since coming back. Here's the 2-2 again for Murphy. Swing and a miss. Ruiz goes down with the big cut, and Long Island strands Dan Lyons over at first base. So another strikeout for Bill Murphy, his third of the night, as Long Island goes without a run on one hit in the inning, no Camden errors, and one runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Camden Riversharks continue to lead the flock. 3-0 is our score. Here comes John Brownell. He's going to go back out there for the next frame.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Bottom of the 8th inning from Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Long Island Ducks still down 3-0 against this Camden Riversharks team. Again, last place Camden Riversharks, 23-34 in the second half of play, 51-76 overall, but they lead Long Island here. John Brownell allowed one run in the opening frame, allowed a pair of runs in the second frame, but since has been lights out. Scoreless in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, works here in the 8th, over 100 pitches, but known as that workhorse, that ace, continues to fight through and prove why he's so valuable to this Long Island Ducks team. First pitch to Joel Guzman is a curveball that's hit to the screen behind home plate for a strike, 0-1. So we've been following this all game, but John came in leading the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 126. As of right now, he has 6 in this game. One more, and he will tie his career high for 1 year. In any professional season, the highest he's ever had was 133, which he did 2 years ago in a Ducks uniform. One more, and he will tie that number. Curveball 1-1 is inside, 2-1. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. No one on for the Sharks here. Top of the 8th at the ballpark at Harbor Yard, the Bridgeport Bluefish still trailing the Sugarland Skeeters. It's now 5-2 Skeeters, as Brownell deals a 2-1 fastball low and away, 3-1. So Fish down 5-2, top of the 8th in Connecticut. Top of the 6th at Regency Furniture Stadium, Lancaster Barnstormers lead the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4-2. Brownell's 3-1 is a fastball right over the middle, but Guzman not able to catch up to it. He hits it to the screen again behind home plate. So count full with no one out, and the Somerset Patriots getting beaten pretty badly right now, 7-0 at home against the York Revolution, top of the 7th in Bridgewater at TD Bank Ballpark. Take a look at the MLB scoreboard in a moment as well. Mets struggling now in Washington. 3-2 fastball up and in into the glove of Nelfi Zapata. There it is. John Brownell ties his career high for strikeouts. It's his 7th of the evening as Joel Guzman goes down swinging. 133 Ks on the year for number 7, John Brownell. 2013 in a Ducks uniform, 133 Ks. Matches that number here. He can set a new career high in this game. First pitch of the at-bat to Matt Gamble is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Great job by John Brownell in this start. Didn't look like he had his best stuff to start off, but has truly just rebounded in the biggest way. 0-1 fastball, low and in front of the shoes. 1-1. Gamble had that RBI single in the first, but has since struck out swinging twice. 1-1 curveball on the outside corner. 1-2. So 7-1 Nats over the Mets now, top of the 7th in Washington. Matt Harvey's been pulled from that game. Yankees still tied with the Orioles, 1-1, bottom of the 6th in the Bronx. 1-2 curveball low and away. Gamble watches it go by. That was a pitch he chased last time up. Blue Jays also still tied with the Boston Red Sox, top of the 7th at Fenway. Brownell into the windup, his 2-2 to Gamble. Swing and tipped into the glove of Nelfi Zapata. There it is. A new career high in strikeouts for John Brownell. Another K in this ball game. He has 134 on the year. That is a new career high for the Mitchell, South Dakota native, number 7, John Brownell. Back-to-back swinging Ks in this inning for John. Matt Gamble has also struck out swinging in 3 straight at-bats. He's now 1 for 4. Here's Patty Matera. Fastball hit in the air, right center field gap, plenty of time for Filat Lantini. Range is over, and he makes the grab to retire the side. Wow, what a job by John Brownell. Incredible. A 1-2-3 frame. He sets a new career high in Ks with 134 in this inning with 2. Still no one warming up in the Ducks bullpen, so let's see what Long Island can do if they can tie it up and get their starter some run support here and get him a chance to go back out there on the mound. Bill Murphy has kept the Ducks offense in check. We'll see what he has against them with 3 outs remaining in this Tuesday night contest when we come back from Campbell's Field.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trout Town Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app powered by Clear Vision Apps has officially arrived. Buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. 3-0 Camden is our score. Top of the 9th inning at Campbell's Field. Ducks need 3 runs before they make 3 outs. John Brownell has been fantastic on the mound for the Long Island Ducks. Struggled to open up the start in the first and second inning, but since that time has just been lights out. Sets a new career high in Ks with 134. Congrats to him on that accomplishment. Now hopes that his offense can keep this game going. 7 hits for the flock, but no runs so far. Bill Murphy has done a great job against his former team, holding them scoreless. He's ahead on Sean Burrows here. 1-2 is the count. Again, 3 more outs for the flock. It'd be Burrows, Zapata, and Puckett. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Kevin Baez' team. The 1-2 from Murphy. Check swing. Did he go around? They check, and yes, he did. Strike 3. Burrows can't believe it. But Burrows goes down swinging for the first out. So another strikeout for Murphy as well.
Number 39, Nelfi Zapata.
Brownell faced 33 batters through 8 innings and struck out 8 of them. Came in with 126 Ks. make it for that number of 134. One better than his number in 2013. One away for Nelfi Zapata. No one on for the Ducks. They're down to their final 2 outs. Murphy's fastball up high at the letters for a ball, 1-0. That right there was the 100th pitch of the night for Bill Murphy here in the 9th inning, just eclipsing the century mark. Another fastball low and away, 2-0. Murphy was 3rd in the league in Ks coming into this contest. There's another fastball up high for a ball, 3-0. On the night, now has 5. So he, with the 5, has 115, moves into 2nd place in front of Sean Gallagher, who has 113. As Zapata takes a ball low and in. So there's a 1-out base runner, and that is another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins.
Third baseman, number 2, Cody Puckett.
Just the 2nd walk drawn by a Ducks batter tonight. The other one went to Sean Burrows back in the 4th inning. So Zapata the runner over at first. Here's Cody Puckett, first pitch fastball low and in. 1-0. Murphy threw 8 1/3 here. Does have 1 complete game on the season. Here's his 1-0. Fastball right down the middle. Called strike, 1-1. Not sure if Sean Gallagher got the start or not for the Sugarland Skeeters tonight against the Bridgeport Bluefish. We'll check that in 1 second to see if Murphy is indeed now in sole possession of 2nd place. And he is. Gallagher was not the starter tonight for the Skeeters against the Bluefish in Connecticut. So it is now the top 2 pitchers in the league in terms of strikeouts. Pitching in this game, Brownell in first, Murphy is in 2nd. Check swing on the 1-2 curveball low and in. Did he go around? He did not. Cody Puckett holds up. First base umpire Frank Urilli makes the safe motion. So John, 134 in first. Gallagher drops to 3rd with 113, and Murphy moves up to 2nd with 115, the 2-2. Chop left side. This could do it. Chavez throws to 2nd for 1. The throw on to first. It will not even come as Matera will hold on to the baseball. And the Ducks are now down to their final out, and the batter will be Elmer Reyes, their final chance. So the fielder's choice puts Puckett at first base. Zapata is forced out 6-4. So Murphy 1 out away from his 2nd complete game of the year. Set at the letters. There goes the runner to 2nd. That's Puckett, who will get to 2nd base. That's defensive indifference, as he does not matter. The only runner that matters at this point right now, in terms of ending the game for Camden, is Elmer Reyes at the plate right now, but the tying run would be Anthony Vega in the on-deck circle if Reyes was able to get aboard. So Puckett will move to 2nd on defensive indifference. Murphy set, checks on Puckett, the 0-1. Curveball up and away for a ball, 1-1. Matt Gamble's RBI single in the 1st made it 1-0 Camden. An RBI single from Brandon Chavez and a sac fly from Michael Rocket in the 2nd for 3-0. Reyes swings and misses on the fastball up and in, and the count is now 1-2. The final strike for the Long Island Ducks, and Bill Murphy a strike away from his 2nd complete game of the season. Last time out, went just 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, walked 3, and struck out 8 at York on September 3rd. Looking for his 2nd straight win here. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball in on the dirt, swing, Reyes can't touch it, and the tag is applied by Mike Kearns, and that will do it. The Camden Riversharks are victorious over the Long Island Ducks in this opener to the 3-game series. Bill Murphy goes the distance for the Riversharks, a complete game 7-hitter, no runs, as the Riversharks win 3-0. John Brownell sets a new career high in strikeouts in the loss. He was absolutely magnificent after those first 2 innings. just unfortunately unable to get any run support tonight from this Long Island Ducks offense, who in the Atlantic League have the best team average. 282 was their average as a unit coming into this series opener on Tuesday night. They do get 7 hits altogether, but are not able to get any timely hits. They get runners to third base in the 2nd and 4th, but cannot bring them in, and 3-0 is the final. We'll step out, come back, and talk a bit more about this 3-0 loss for the Long Island Ducks at the hands of the Camden Riversharks.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or HuntingtonHondaCars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Welcome back to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey, where the Long Island Ducks have fallen by a final score of 3-0 to the Camden Riversharks. Final time of this game, 2 hours and 10 minutes in front of 2,607 fans here in Camden. But 2 hours and 10 minutes, going to check the numbers and see. Curious if that is the shortest game time of the year. It ties their shortest game time, the Long Island Ducks. 2 hours and 10 minutes, the shortest game time of the year. 2 hours, 10 minutes ties July 24th at Bridgeport. So the Ducks and Bluefish back on July the 24th played a game in 2:10, and another 2:10 contest here this evening here at Campbell's Field. Well, really not too much to talk about. The one highlight of the ballgame, of course, was John Brownell. More on him in a moment. But for the Camden Riversharks, they scored all 3 of their runs off Brownell in the first 2 innings of work. In the first inning, Matt Gamble with the RBI single brought in Brandon Chavez, who led the team off with a single. Michael Rocket lined out to right field. Carlos Guzman struck out. Joel Guzman then walked. And then scoring from second was Brandon Chavez on Gamble's RBI single. His 37th RBI of the year, 50th run for Brandon Chavez, so he reaches the half-century mark in the run-scoring department. Long Island went without a run in the top of the second, bottom of the second, 2 more runs for the Sharks. RBI single for Chavez, who came up again. So just like that, he was 2 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. And then 1 batter later, Michael Rocket with a sacrifice fly and an RBI made it 3-0. That was all the offense for the entire game, so there's no more hits or anything like that to talk about. The only other storyline was really John Brownell, who after those 2 innings, again, allowed 1 run in the opening frame, a pair of runs in the second, so 1 in the first, 2 in the second, lights out. Did not allow another run, went the 3rd through the 8th inning without allowing a run, and set a new career high in strikeouts. Came into tonight's ball game leading the Atlantic League with 126 Ks and ended the game with 8 strikeouts. So he sets a new career high, 134, his previous career high, and I've discussed this at length already, but just to say it one more time, in 2013, had 133 Ks in 166 1/3 innings in a Ducks uniform, had 130 last year in 202 innings, but Brownell, with 8 Ks tonight, surpasses that number of 133, and now from here on out, he will have a new career high until next year, of course, see what he does, but 134 is a new career high for number 7, the 6'3" starter out of Mitchell, South Dakota, John Brownell. So he goes 8 innings, suffers the really tough loss. He goes to 11-5, still leads the league in wins with 11. 6 hits, 3 runs, they were all earned. He walked 2. Again, the 8 strikeouts. His earned run average goes to 3.24. and Bill Murphy gets the win, goes to 7-14, 9 innings, goes the distance, his second complete game of the year on the mound for Camden, managed by Chris Widger. 7 hits, no runs, 2 walks, as did Brownell, so both starters with 2 walks in the game, and he also falls 2 strikeouts short of tying Brownell, 6 Ks. So with the 6 strikeouts, Sean Gallagher was in second in the league in strikeouts. I'm looking at the sheet here. Bill Murphy was in third coming into this start. So he finishes with 6 Ks, moves himself into sole possession of second place with 116, but that is still behind John Brownell, who is the strikeout leader right now in the Atlantic League with 134. Offensively for Long Island, Randy Ruiz had 2 hits, did have a single and a double. Falant Lentini, Delta Cleary Jr., Dan Lyons, Sean Burrows, and Elmer Reyes each had 1 hit apiece, but other than that, not much doing. 2 Ducks did walk. Sean Burrows walked once, and the other walk went to Nelfi Zapata for the Long Island Ducks. So that was really all that was happening offensively up at the plate, and again, this is a really fast one. Ties the shortest game time of the 2015 regular season for this Ducks team at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Brownell throws 120 pitches, so 2 more pitches this start than he threw last time out in that complete game effort at home against the Bridgeport Bluefish when the Ducks won. 77 strikes again. He threw 77 strikes on 118 pitches last time out. There were 77 strikes on 120 pitches this time. Bill Murphy throws 112 pitches, 71 strikes in 9 full innings of work, brings his ERA to 4.44, the former Long Island Duck. So we'll step out one more time. When we come back, we'll take a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and we'll wrap this thing up from Campbell's Field.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Welcome back to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Once again, the final score is the Camden Riversharks 3 over the Long Island Ducks, who did not put up a run in this contest against their former player in Bill Murphy. Goes the distance, his second complete game of the year for the Camden Riversharks. One more look at the out-of-town scoreboard this evening. Every other team was in action in the Atlantic League tonight. In Bridgeport, the Bluefish were trailing the Sugarland Skeeters. Just looking to see what the updated score is in that one from the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Well, first we'll take a look at the MLB scoreboard, I suppose. The New York Mets fighting back against the Washington Nationals. They were down 7-1. It's now 7-6. Daniel Murphy is the batter with the tying run at second base, so Nats' lead has been cut to 1. Mets fighting back. Drew Storen is now on the mound for the Nationals. Matt Harvey was pulled from that game for the New York Mets pretty quickly. So Washington trying to hold on to that 1-run lead, but the Mets are threatening. Yankees still tied with the Orioles, bottom of the 7th in the Bronx, 1-1 the score there. Blue Jays also still tied 1-1 with the Red Sox at Fenway, top of the 8th. And now we'll see if we have the Atlantic League scores. There we go, top of the 9th at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. 5-2, Sugarland over Bridgeport, so the Bluefish on the verge of losing yet again. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at home against the Lancaster Barnstormers, trailing 4-2. Top of the 7th at Regency Furniture Stadium. And top of the 8th at TD Bank Ballpark, the Somerset Patriots still getting beaten pretty badly by the York Revolution, 7-0. So with the loss, the Long Island Ducks go to 30-28 in the second half of play, 76-52 overall in 2015. The Sharks go to 24-34, 10 games under 500 in the second half of this year, 52-76 altogether in 2015. It's been a tough year for the Camden Riversharks, both away from home and at home here at Campbell's Field. But tonight they get a very strong effort, a good outing from the former Duck, Bill Murphy, the lefty, who, again, just does a good job against Long Island's offense. They had runners at third base twice in this ballgame. Both times could not bring the runner in, and he finishes by allowing 7 hits to the Long Island Ducks. They actually out-hit Camden 7-6, but the Riversharks get the Ducks where it matters in the runs department. 3-0 is the final score. Tomorrow it'll be Bruce Kern on the mound for the Long Island Ducks. Or excuse me, it'll be Bobby Blevins. Kern will go on Thursday. Bobby Blevins will be the starter for the Long Island Ducks on Wednesday. In the middle game, comes in at 3-4 with a 4.26 ERA. And it'll be Sean Gleason, who is 6-13 with a 5.01 ERA. Another right-hander on the mound for the Camden Riversharks in Game 2 of 3 here at Campbell's Field. Well, that'll do it for us here from Camden, New Jersey. Once again, your final scores, the Camden Riversharks 3 and the Long Island Ducks 0. Again, it'll be Bobby Blevins against Sean Gleason in the middle game of 3 tomorrow. We'll wrap the series up on Thursday before the Ducks head back home one final time. 3 more regular season home games for the Flock in 2015. Sugarland Skeeters come to town for a 3-game set, the same team that the Ducks face to open up this 2015 campaign. So that will be the final 3 regular season home games. Don't want to miss that back at Bethpage Ballpark. But again, we'll play the second game of 3 here at Campbell's Field tomorrow night. First pitch scheduled for 7:05. Pregame is scheduled for 6:50 right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel at youtube.com/DucksBaseball. But for now, I'm Chris Buckley saying so long from Camden, New Jersey. We will see you tomorrow for some more Long Island Ducks baseball. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night.